Hello friends, welcome to Bindu Dadwal Chemistry Lessons. The topic for today is orbital overlap concept of covalent bond. When two atoms approach each other, partial merger of two bonding orbitals known as overlapping of orbitals occurs. For the bonding to take place, each atom should have an electron with opposite spin. If this is having a clockwise spin, this is to have an anti-clockwise spin, so that when overlapping occurs, the two electrons that are shared between the two nuclei will have opposite spins. As a result of merger or overlapping, a molecule is formed in which both electrons of the two atoms, they are present in between the nuclei and they have opposite spin. The overlapping of orbitals results in pairing of electrons. The strength of covalent bond depends upon the extent of overlapping. Greater the overlapping, the stronger is the bond formed between the two atoms. Overlapping is of two types, and based on the overlapping, we can decide the nature of covalent bond. Depending upon the type of overlapping, the covalent bonds may be divided into two types, sigma bond and pi bond. Sigma bond, denoted as this symbol, this type of bond is formed by end-to-end overlapping of bonding orbitals along the internuclear axis. If this is the internuclear axis, the orbitals are approaching each other along the internuclear axis to overlap. So the overlap is called head-on overlap or axial overlap, as it's along the axis. And sigma bonds, or this kind of overlap, head-to-head overlap, can be of three types. If S and S orbitals overlap, it is called SS overlap. They overlap along the internuclear axis. If S orbital and p orbital are overlapping, then this is sp overlapping. And if a p orbital and another p orbital are overlapping along the internuclear axis, then this is again a sigma bond and it's called pp overlap. But if the overlap is along the sides laterally, then this kind of overlap is called a pi bond. So this type of covalent bond is formed by the sidewise overlap of the half-filled atomic orbital of bonding atoms. Such an overlap is known as sidewise or lateral overlap, and the atomic orbitals overlap in such a way that their axis remains parallel to each other and the internuclear axis is perpendicular to the overlapping. So a px orbital will overlap with another px orbital to form a pi bond. The orbital obtained as a result of sidewise overlap will consist of two saucer-shaped charged clouds above and below the internuclear axis or the plane of the participating atoms. Strength of sigma and pi bonds. The strength of covalent bond depends upon the extent of overlapping. Overlapping is more, the bond will be more strong. During the formation of sigma bond, the overlapping of atomic orbitals takes place to a larger extent. Therefore, a sigma bond is stronger than a pi bond. It is interesting to note that the pi bond between the atoms is formed in addition to sigma bond. It is always present in molecules having multiple bonds, that is double or triple bonds. So if there is a double bond between two atoms, then one of these bonds is sigma bond and the other one is pi bond. Similarly, if there is a triple bond, then out of the three bonds, one is sigma and two are pi bonds. So pi bond occurs in addition to sigma bond. Comparison of sigma and pi bonds. A sigma bond is formed by end-to-end of half-filled atomic orbitals. Overlapping involves either two s orbitals or one s and one p orbital or two p orbitals. A pi bond is formed by sidewise overlap of two half-filled orbitals. In sigma bond, overlapping takes place to larger extent and the bond is strong. In the formation of pi bond, the overlapping occurs to lesser extent, therefore the bond is weak. The molecular orbital is symmetrical about the internuclear axis. The molecular orbital is discontinuous and consists of two charged clouds above and below the plane of atoms. Free rotation of atoms around the bond is possible, but because of overlapping of electron clouds above and below the plane of atoms, free rotation of atoms around pi bond is not possible. Bond may be present between two atoms either alone or along with pi bond, but the pi bond is always present between two atoms in addition to sigma bond. In formation of sigma bond, s orbitals can participate. In formation of pi bonds, s orbitals cannot participate. The overlap of atomic orbitals between different types of s and p orbitals can be positive, negative or zero depending upon the properties of overlapping atomic orbitals. So a pz and pz orbital, while overlapping, if the charge on the clouds is same, that is positive charge of one p orbital overlaps with positive of other, then this kind of combination is a positive overlap. And if the charge are different, then this is a negative overlap. If S and P are overlapping and both have the same charge, then it is a positive overlap. Px sidewise overlaps with Px orbital. This is a positive overlap. They have the same charges. And if the charges are different and then they are overlapping sidewise, this is a negative overlap. Similarly, if Py positive with positive overlap is there, it's a positive overlap. If positive with negative overlapping is occurring sidewise for Py and Py, it's a negative overlap. We also have zero overlaps. That means the bonds cannot overlap, the orbitals cannot overlap, the bond does not exist. An s orbital cannot overlap sidewise with a Py or Px orbital. Similarly, a Py orbital cannot overlap with a Px orbital because their orientations do not match with each other. So such overlaps are zero overlap. Just to sum up, overlap can be positive if charges are same, negative if charges are different, and zero overlap if the orientations are not proper.